totally red, right? And then I'll open it and show you. This is first steep. That was 20, 30 seconds. Okay, let's do a second steep. Wait another 20 seconds. This process of steeping tea, you can probably steep up to, I would say, comfortably 7 times, 6 to 7 times, depending on how aggressive you want to get with it. But okay, here we are. I'm going to take that, put it in the regular cup. Running out of cups because we're steeping. I'll show you at the end, like how robust this tea is. Like, you see how it's red now? Now, on the second time around, notice how the tea leaves are getting bigger and bigger each time. Okay, let's do the third time. This is the third steep. Wait another 20 seconds. That's the third steep. If you really want to learn about how to do Kung Fu tea really well, that's all over the internet. There's no lack of ways to do that. If you're interested, you can DM us and we'll do a special. Actually, we're going to do a virtual session with some of our members who've been actively buying our tea and showing them Kung Fu style tea too. Okay, about 20 seconds. Okay. That's, when you steep it this way, the tea is going to be a little bit stronger, right? Okay, so that was the third steep. Let's take a look at the leaves. See how it's growing big now? Let's do another steep. Let's do the fourth steep. Running out of water. I'll do a fourth steep and I think you'll get the point. So this is a fourth steep and we'll wait till the count 20 seconds. Just want to show you, like, this is already like 4 steep in. Pour that in. Do not, if you're a beginner, this is not the most effective way to drink tea, but if you are looking for a ceremonial experience and the art of tea, this is definitely the way to go. The issue with this type of tea leaf is it's easier for you to burn your hand, so you really have to hold it at an angle correctly. But you get better at it, I mean, honestly. So that was the fourth steep. You can see that the tea leaves are now unfurled, right? And I want to show you, like, I'm going to put this on a plate so you can see. I'm just showing the juxtaposition of what the tea leaves look like before and after. Like, that was before and after. Isn't that crazy? So I'll move that aside. I'll show you some of the green tea leaves so you can see. Pardon me, it's a little awkward, but there you go. That's the green leaves. Look at that. That's the green before, after it unfurls, and before it unfurls, there are these tiny pellets. So I hope that that was like a good illustration of how to make tea for you after you buy Cloudline. And we hope you enjoyed this tea before your workouts. After your workouts, it's hydrating. It's not like coffee. It doesn't dehydrate you. And you'll find that it actually will be a better replacement for you. Replacement shouldn't be the right word. It would be a good complement for you to drink along with your water, your electrolyte drinks. Remember, tea also has a lot of potassium in it. So it's like banana, it has that as well. It has L-theanine. It has caffeine. The green tea will have it's not actually caffeine. A lot of people mistaken that one type of tea has more caffeine over the other. It's just red tea will give you more oomph, that little, a little stronger energy band than green tea, but stronger means it doesn't last as long. So it's probably, it lasts 20% shorter, 25 to 30% shorter than the green tea. And I would say coffee, espresso leads the way with the 30 minutes, coffee, maybe espresso, maybe 20 minutes, coffee, maybe an hour. And then green tea, red tea would be like 3 hours, and then green tea would be 4 hours. Yes, they all have caffeine in it. And, you test the amount. If you think one teaspoon's too much, you can go to, I would just say 1 teaspoon is, or half a teaspoon to test. But each box, we designed each box of our tea to give you about a month's worth of tea leaves in it. And that allocates for multiple steeping sessions, right? So you don't want to look at each session as just one. Like, you can steep this tea 4 or 5 times. You can steep our red tea multiple times. So this is all unique tea to us. So a lot of times you're going to be shopping online like, oh yeah, there's a oolong tea or this tea. Like, this is from our own farm, our own withering process. This withering process doesn't exist anywhere else. We designed it specifically for athletes like ourselves who are looking for a different type of characteristic for our tea consumption. We're looking at it for training, right? Most of us are endurance athletes, so enjoy this tea from an endurance point of view. I think you're going to see that your energy throughout the day becomes more stable. So you have less of that crash. You'll have the sustained energy, and you have to try to believe it. And for those of you who just bought the tea, I'm getting a lot of requests on how to brew the tea. So I'm happy to make this video, but look at that. See the tea leaves? Yeah, so that would go into the fridge, and tomorrow I would have iced tea. We've made so much tea from that batch. These are all full, 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 and full. That was 3 teaspoons of tea. 3 teaspoons. All right, that's pretty remarkable. I didn't fill this up, but I'll show you. I put it into this other vessel. It's 1, 2. It's another vessel. We have more tea here. Basically, you have at least 3 liters here of tea based off of 3 teaspoons. That's about right. It's about, for lighter tea, you're looking at 1 teaspoon for a liter. For stronger tea, you're looking at 1 teaspoon for half a liter, right? 500 mil. If you're really sensitive to caffeine, you'll find that caffeine from tea doesn't operate like caffeine from coffee. It doesn't just, it goes to that steady band. We are sponsoring Western States, and you'll find us at the Western States 100. At least I know for a fact I'll be running it this year. And for many years, I've been powering myself with tea, even at the 50-mile marker and throughout the night. I prefer cold tea, and there's a dramatic difference when it's whole leaf, craft tea, organic versus, powder tea. Remember, when you're cutting up the powder, you know what? I'm going to show you. Hold on. When you're cutting off the powder, the powder is almost like, it gives you that spike like a supplement. When the tea leaves have to unfurl, and the nutrients and the caffeine, the L-theanine, that have to come out slowly, you get a more stable band for the drink.